7 lessons I wish I'd learned earlier. So in this video, I'm just going to get right to it and really talk with you straight on. I've just decided I was going to be vulnerable and I was going to share with you as a self-made multimillionaire, obviously African-American female living in America, starting from absolutely nothing, how I went from my parents' basement, bankrupt, bad credit, no money, to a self-made millionaire. This is what I'm talking about today. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. You gotta get it done, all you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
So I'm just going to get right to it and we're going to have a real conversation and I'm just going to share. I'm going to tell you the absolute truths of what it actually takes and just things I wish I learned earlier. I am now in my early 40s. I actually became a self-made millionaire at the age of like 36. But I really started on my journey probably around the age of 30. So I've really never even kicked myself into gear. You know, I started having kids when I was in my 20s, got married. And when I was almost 30, I was living in my parents' basement, broke, bankrupt, bad credit, no money, just the worst situation ever. And that is when I made a decision. So the one lesson that I wish I learned earlier, number one, is no one is coming to help. And this is going to be a little hard for some people because I know that sometimes we think that, you know, maybe if I got the right mentor, if I got the right coach, or if I met the right person, if I met the right celebrity. I remember thinking if I could meet Oprah, you know what I mean? Or Barack Obama or, Tony Robbins or something like that. If I could meet one of these people, then I could get myself to the next level. But that's not true. You have to know that no one is coming. There's no superheroes, there's no person that has all the answers and can just save you. You have one life that you've been granted. I knew when I was living in my parents' basement, licking my wounds, sad, dejected, just in the worst situation ever. I had to come to terms with it was just me. And if I wanted to save myself, I had to save myself. I wasn't going to be able to wait for some superhero, my husband or some man or some woman or some powerful rich person was not going to be able to save me. I had to look at my life, realize that I had made bad decisions. I was very negative. I watched too much TV. I talked on the phone too much. I wasted a lot of time. I was not college educated. And not that you have to be college educated to become wealthy or anything like that, but you have to invest in yourself. And you can't be worrying and thinking someone's coming to save you. No one is coming. It's on you. And the faster you can realize that, the faster you could become the person that you want to be, the faster I could become the multimillionaire, the mogul, the super, D-celebrity. Because again, you have to decide, do you want to be rich? Do you want to be famous? And again, there's a big difference between being rich and being famous. So lesson number one that I wish I learned earlier, no one is coming to save me. Okay. You got to get that. No one's coming to save you. All right. Number two, stop blaming, become powerful. So this is a lesson, and this is from the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. Okay. Mark Manson, he talks about who you blame is who you give power to. And my mentor just said, no blaming, no excuses. Like when I first got a coach, broke, bankrupt in my parents' basement, just the worst situation ever. I start going to different conferences, different real estate seminars and classes, and just learning about real estate, just wanting to learn, how to flip houses with no money. You see these catchy titles and I'm like, okay, how do you flip houses with no money? And how do you become, retire on real estate? There would be classes that had these catchy titles. And what they would teach me and what I learned was how to find real estate for pennies on the dollar. But in order to ever start moving forward in my life, I realized when I stopped blaming people, that's when I got really powerful. Because whoever you're blaming, whoever fault it is that you are in the situation that you're in, if it's the IRS, if it's the government, if it's your mom, if it's your dad, your aunt, your grandma, your spouse, if it's someone else's fault and you're blaming them, then they have the power. They're the only one that can fix it. So kind of going back to number one, when you realize no one's coming to save you and that it's you have to do it, and you stop blaming other people, no matter what. I don't care if someone cheated on you. I've been cheated on. I've been stole from. You name it, sis, bruh, I've been through it. And so When you stop all that blaming, when you stop and you get rid of that, that's when you become powerful. That's when you realize, wait, it's me. I can fix this. I am the problem and I am the solution. So when you stop blaming, you get powerful. I had to learn that. Okay, lesson number 3. Let's get to it because we're getting good. And I'm going to talk about how I got rich now. Money equals value. Okay, money equals value. So in order to gain a lot of money, you're not going to work extra jobs. You're not going to try to climb corporate ladders and get certifications and get different, letters behind your name. Trust me, I have 2 master's degrees, and that did not create wealth for me. It's when I realized that money equals value. So when you give people value, when you give people information, for example, if you help people, there's this law of reciprocity that kind of opens up for you. So like givers are the one that receives the most. And as I've gotten richer and richer, it's because I've given more and more. Like literally, the more free information I put out there, the more money I make. The more money I give away to charities, the more money I get back. It's like the seeds that you plant, that's what you harvest. So money is value, and money is not, you don't just get money. You don't make money. Okay. You're not the US government. You're not printing money. You create value, and then people give you money for that value. You know what I mean? They see value in what you're doing. Either you're helping in some way, you're a solution to their problems. But again, it's the value in what you do is how you get money. So let's take this a step further. I became a millionaire. All right. Then I start hiring lots of people and I'm creating jobs. And then I become a multimillionaire. I'm hiring even more people. I have even more companies, more advertisers, more employees, more contractors, more properties, more cars, more insurance, more, mortgages, more contractors, just more and more. I'm just creating as I grow. Other people and other companies grow. Okay. And this is basic economics. And so as I started now then getting more money, you start giving money away. And so now I've gone from wanting to earn lots of money to wanting to give lots of money away, which I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to share something real quick with you. Let me share this with you. This shirt that I have on right here, this shirt buys books. Okay. The _Sims Foundation. The _Sims Foundation is a public nonprofit dedicated to children's literacy, giving away books, children, literacy related activities, reading related activities, getting children to read by the 3rd grade, because obviously there's all of these stats and studies and research that shows readers are leaders. And if you can't read by the 3rd grade, statistically speaking, you are less likely to graduate from high school. You are less likely to actually even become a part of the middle class. You are more likely to go to jail or prison. Okay. And who's at most risk and who has the lowest reading right now in America is African-American males. And so the _Sims Foundation, my daughter struggled with reading. And so I ended up writing these children's books many, many years ago, okay, when I was living in Virginia. And I just started making the nonprofit around them and not needing the money for, I had real estate, it makes me money. I just wanted to give away. But this has grown so big to let me share with you what you could do right now. And again, this is really quick. This is really easy. And I'm going to get back to these 7 lessons. Is you could give to the _Sims Foundation. You just go to marleysims.org. That's MARLEY Sims SIMMS.org. And you can donate now. And if you donate, even just a small amount, you'll get one of these t-shirts that shows your support. Okay. And again, $25. All right. If you donate at a higher level, guess what? Okay, that's at the lower level. That's the bronze. If you donate at the silver level, you get a t-shirt and you get books. Okay, sorry, at the $50 level, you get this shirt and you get books. If you just donate at the $25 level, you'll get one of the _Sims books that you can give away to a child. If you donate at the gold level, you'll get the t-shirt, you'll get the car decal for your car that shows your support, and you'll get the books. And again, this is a public nonprofit dedicated to children's literacy. All right, so this is what I realized. I realized that the more I gave away, the more I got committed to other people doing well, the better I did. And that can work for you. You can create a business that makes lots of money, and then you can follow your passions. You can make music, you can start charities, you can do nonprofits, you can volunteer. That was one of the things that I realized, is that once I got wealthy, I actually then could give. You can't give and be a philanthropist, someone that gives lots of money away if you don't have lots of money. You have to become a person of influence. You have to become a wealthy person. So money, though, equals value. And so all of these people that you see, like maybe you see the Hiltons, or the Marriott family, or the Kraft family, or the Heinz family. Again, these are families. All right. Well, the Walton family, Walmart, these are families. And then they got wealthy, then they started being able to give money away, but they created a lot of value. Either they, gave us safe places to sleep that we could rely on, or it's a place that we can go and shop and get the best prices. You get what I'm saying? Give value. It is value that equals money. Okay, number 4. And now we're really getting into it. People are just people. People are just people. This was one of the lessons I swear I wish I learned earlier. People are just people. I have met now so many different rich people, wealthy people, millionaires, billionaires, celebrities, actors, athletes, people that just got drafted and got millions of dollars, people that have millions of dollars, people that are out of the league, have money. People are just people. Some of these people I thought were amazing weren't so amazing in person. They have done maybe amazing things, but they were just people. People are just people. People are really just people. All humans, your humanness is the same as my humanness. And so anything that someone else has created in their life, you could create in your own life, which is why you never have to ever be jealous or hateful ever again. Whatever God has created in someone else's life, you can have that same thing in yours if that's what you truly desire. So people are just people. Stop putting people on pedestals. Stop thinking someone has more knowledge than you or knows all of these things. Yes, you can get connected with other people that are like-minded. And again, like attracts like. So if you are a positive, happy, go-getter, you're going to attract those people to you. If you're sitting on the couch complaining all the time, you're going to attract those people to you. Okay? But people are just people. So you attract who you are. Okay, so if you are sick of the people that you're around, you're probably sick of yourself. Okay, people are just people. No one is awesomely special or has these great talents that you think. Most of it is either hard work and practice. Okay, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Okay, when preparation meets opportunity. So when you prepare for something, when you practice for something, then you find the opportunity. That's luck. So these people that you think that have done these amazing, great things that maybe you can't accomplish. Oh, yes, you can. People are just people. Stop putting people on pedestals. Stop thinking someone's so much better than you, so much smarter than you, so much, they're not. They're not. You're awesome. They're awesome. The end. Okay, lesson number 5. Everything is always working out for me. Okay. That is something that I had to learn. It took a lot to learn that, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you see something negative happens to you and you just go into maybe meltdown mode. I know I would go into meltdown mode when I had a deal or a contract, or, had a seller on the line and I was about to be able to make $40,000 or $50,000 on that deal. And I really needed it. And when I really needed it and I was all needy and desperate, it never works out. Okay. But everything is always working out for me. So even those things that I thought were negative that didn't happen, it turned out being one of the best things. So if something doesn't work out, it was meant to be. Okay. Because you need to tell yourself and know that everything is always working out for me. Say that to yourself all the time, and you'll start to realize really good things will happen to you and really bad things that were supposed to happen won't happen. Okay. Everything is always working out for you, and anything that's bad or you deem it bad, most likely is something good and it'll turn around. Okay. And again, if you want to donate to Marley Sims, go to marleysims.org. That's Marley, Marley Sims, SIMMS.org. Donate today, get a free t-shirt, support children's literacy, start giving back. Those seeds that you plant will come back to you. The seeds that you plant, if you're a giver, if you're someone that's loving and good things comes back to you. Okay. So everything is always working out for me. And one of the reasons everything is always working out for me is because I'm always doing my best. Okay. Again, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We're not perfect people, but just always try to be your best version. Do the best you can. Okay. Number 6. This is so important. I am who I say I am. Okay, let that one breathe for a second. You are who you say you are. No one gets to tell you who you are. Okay, so someone said, oh, your parents may say, you're lazy, you're fat, you're slow, you're not that smart, you're this, you're that. No, I say who I am. So I started giving myself and saying to myself affirmations. And again, this is something my coach taught me, was waking up each morning, standing in that mirror and saying my affirmations. Okay, so one of the things I actually created to help with this, let me share this with you really quick, was this journal. Okay, so the Manifest Journal, one of the things that I took with this journal, and you can get this journal, go to noelleinspires.com. That's Noelle, Noelle, inspires, INSPIRES.com, noelleinspires.com. You can get this journal absolutely free, just cover the shipping. But one of the things that I put in this journal that was so important from journals that I had worked in before, that mentors had given me and had really worked for me, was the affirmations first thing in the morning. Affirming to myself, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am well, I am a millionaire, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am well, I am brilliant, I am smart, I am optimistic, I am loving, I am loved. Whatever it is that you feel about yourself, you say those words. And it should be an I am statement. I am are two of the most powerful two of the most powerful words in the entire human language. I am. And what you put behind your I am is who you are. Okay? So if someone tells you you're dumb and you say I'm dumb, then you are. But if you say I am smart, then guess what? You're smart. So you start saying who you are and you start telling yourself who you are. And if you need any help with that, get this journal at noelleinspires.com. It has a reminder every single morning, and it has some psychological tricks that helps you achieve your number one goal in 100 days. Okay. And that's super important. So you have to say who I am. So that was lesson number 6. I say who I am. And it took me some time and some, day after day of telling myself to get rid of some of that old programming that I had of people telling me I was Black, I was a woman, I was a wife, I was a mother, just telling me who I was. And yes, those are things about me, but I'd rather tell you I'm strong, I'm brilliant, I'm walking genius. I am, the one. I have changed so many people's lives. That's exciting. That's who Noelle is. All right. So you tell yourself who you are. All right. And then last but not least, and this is the biggest lesson, and it took me a long time. I may even get that tattooed on my arm. I'm thinking of putting it right here. I am enough. God, I am going on 43 years old, and it really took me probably, I don't think I got this till maybe 4 years ago, really got it. Even when I was a millionaire, a multimillionaire, I didn't get it, that I was enough, that I don't need people to help me. I don't need a big team. I don't need an assistant. I don't need somebody to do my hair. I mean, I like those things, don't get me wrong, but I don't need them. I am enough. If I show up here with no makeup on, I'm aging, I don't care. I don't care if I gain weight. I don't care what's going on. I am enough. I don't care if I lose everything that I have. I am enough. I know I could get it back if that's what I wanted. I am enough. That was one of the affirmations that I really had to say to myself over and over. And it took years for me to really realize that I am enough. And I think the reason that we don't believe that we're enough is because we don't take enough risks. And let me tell you a quick story. So for any of you listening and you think to yourself, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to be wealthy, or I want to be rich, or I want to be successful, or I want to be financially free, any of those things, you are going to have to realize that you're the only one that can make that happen. Okay? You are the only one that can make that happen. Even if it involves winning the lottery to become a multimillionaire, you still have to rely on yourself. You're going to have to be the one to buy the ticket. You're going to have to be the one that thinks about winning the lottery. You're going to want to have to attract that to you. You're going to have to be thinking what you're going to be doing with the money. You're going to have to manifest that yourself. Now, again, I am not one for telling you to wait on the lottery, because I think you'll be a lot stronger. Most people that actually win the lottery go broke. As Most self-made millionaires don't, because you actually know how to do it. So once you learn how to earn lots of money, you just, it's like riding a bike. You don't forget. I know how to earn lots of money. Like right now, I say I want to give away $1 million. I know I'm going to wear this shirt. I know I'm going to sell these shirts. I know I'm going to promote this. I'm going to market this. I'm going to do charity events. I'm going to do different things to raise money for the 𝗲𝐲𝗃𝗃 Foundation. And I am going to give $1 million away. And we're really going to change children's literacy, especially in my community. Okay. And that's the 𝗲𝐲𝗃𝗃.org. So if you want to donate, please go to 𝗲𝐲𝗃𝗃.org. But in order to achieve any big goal, I had to realize that I was enough. And so I hope that you realize that too. So let me just quickly recap. Number one, no one is coming to save you. No one's coming to help. Number two, stop blaming yourself and get powerful. Number three, money equals value. Create value, then you will have money. Okay. If you are not creating any value, you will not have any money. Scammers and all those other things, or money does not last. You have to actually create value, create products and services that improve people's lives. Okay. Number four, people are just people. Okay. Stop putting people on pedestals, thinking someone's better than you, that they have more knowledge or skills and all this other stuff. People are just people. And don't put too much trust in love. Okay. You should be number one in your life. All right. Number five, everything is always working out for me. Okay. Everything is always working out for you. All right. Everything, even when you think that it's not, it is. Number six, I say who I am. You don't tell me who I am. I tell you who I am. Okay. Same thing. And say that and start affirming who you are. And then last but not least, I am enough. All right. This video today is sponsored by the 𝗲𝐲𝗃𝗃 Foundation. Go to 𝗲𝐲𝗃𝗃.org to donate $25, $50, or $100 at that highest level. Remember, you will get a decal for your car. You'll also get this lovely t-shirt, you know, showing your support. This shirt buys books. You want to show your support and let people know that children's literacy and children being able to read is so important. It's going to be one of the biggest things that changes our entire community, our entire financial position in this country is going to be the investments that we make in our children, especially in their education, them being able to read, do math, science, and it all stems from being able to read. There's no math and all of those other things without being able to read. So, all right, this is Noelle to your success.